Hi everyone, it's Jessica with Team Experience for Durham College, and we're going to talk about exams. Midterms can be an incredibly stressful time of the year, and students can be a little overwhelmed with catching up on readings, doing your assignments, studying for exams, and it's a really high stress time of the year. We're going to try to minimize that with 5 tips on how to survive midterms. So we're going to start at tip number -1. Prepare ahead of time. This goes without saying, but you should not cram for exams. It just doesn't work. When you cram for exams, you're not actually learning the material. You're basically just memorizing as much as you possibly can, and usually that's not a lot when you are cramming. You're not going to be able to apply your knowledge well to an exam if all you're doing is memorizing and cramming the material. In order to help you not cram, you should be studying ahead of time, preparing kind of what is going to be happening or what you should be doing. So a great way to do this is by doing readings throughout the semester. This is going to take a huge load off of your plate when it comes to studying. If you've already read the material and you're already a little bit familiar with the material, that's going to be a lot easier instead of having multiple readings that you have never actually looked at. Participating in class is another huge one, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later as well. But participating in class, asking for clarification, reflecting on your learning, these will all help you in the grand scheme of things. Guaranteed, if you're asking questions in class, other people are going to have those same questions. So it's going to help other students out as much as it's going to help you out. Additionally, if you're feeling like you are super stressed out or you haven't studied enough, the rest of the tips should help you out. So tip number 1, determine when your exams and assignments are due. This sounds really silly, but making sure you know what is happening and when it's supposed to be happening can really help you out. It'll help you prioritize your time, and by including these items in your phone or agenda, any reminder apps, that sort of thing will really help you out. And Durham College does provide agendas to students, so it'll have all of the important dates for the college on it as well. So tip number 2 is goal planning. Set many goals for yourself so you get the mood boosting power of crossing things off. It again sounds silly, but it actually makes you feel a lot better and makes you feel like you've accomplished so much more if you check things off of your list. You can also, if you're someone who likes to scribble it off or straight line it through, any of those things will help you because it makes you realize that you've been accomplishing something. And give yourself rewards. Make sure that you reward yourself when you've hit a goal. If you have a goal to finish reading a chapter, give yourself something that you enjoy afterwards. Make sure that it is consistent with the goal that you've set. An example would be if you only gave yourself a couple of Smarties after reading 2 chapters. That's not really going to be motivating for you. Likewise, taking a 3-hour Instagram break after studying for 10 minutes is really not going to help you get that studying accomplished. So make sure that your goals and your rewards are consistent with each other. Don't be afraid to take breaks. Allowing yourself to decompress will let you look at your problems, your readings, your assignments in a different light. This will allow you to kind of refocus, rejuvenate, and tackle those problems with a little bit more creativity. Just be sure that these breaks don't turn into a procrastination fest. So tip number 3 would be to attend class. Make use of the reviews your professor gives you. Is it a review period? That is so much better. Write down a list of your questions and prepare for that review period. Ask other students in your class questions. Brainstorm with other students. Ask your professor questions. All of these can help you understand the material a little bit more. And if you bring up a subject in class that you're struggling with, guaranteed someone else is going to be struggling with that question as well. If you have in-class assignments, make sure you go to class. this is 100% the best thing that you can do, is go to class when you're having class assignments. Tip number 4, make use of study groups. Community learning is the best kind of learning. Having a study group that you can share ideas with, challenge each other on your knowledge, and ask questions with each other. Keep each other motivated, and give yourself rewards together as well, or hang out together virtually if that works for you. You can create a virtual study space on Google Hangouts, Skype, Facebook, tons of different things that you can use. But make sure that your classmates' information is up to date. Make sure that you have contact information for those individuals that you want to study with. And a bit of a side note for that study buddy environment is make sure that you select individuals who have similar study habits as you and similar academic goals as you do. Studying with your friends can be a little challenging if you guys don't have the same study habits and tend to get distracted with each other. So make sure that when you are picking a study group, it is something that works well for you. Tip number 5, this one is a little bit longer, but the biggest thing that you can do is ask for help. We have amazing services on campus that are more than willing to help you out when it comes to anything basically. If you are feeling overwhelmed with classes, if you need help studying, if you need to have someone help you take notes, if you have questions about your path or your academic career, you can talk to individuals about those as well. The Campus Health Center can patch you up if you're getting sick, and this tends to happen a lot around midterms. They can also provide you with mental health counseling if you're feeling a little overwhelmed. We have a fantastic library that houses one of the best resources on campus, which is your program librarian. The librarians can help you organize materials for studying. They can also recommend additional readings on specific subject areas. Our library contains multiple study spaces too that you can book for group studying or if you need a quiet space. Additionally, there are study rooms available on campus in other locations, and you can book those through the library as well. If you're looking for a place to work on the computer, the library does have computers that are available only for schoolwork. It's a very quiet space. You can get a lot of things done. But if you want a space that's a little bit more flexible in the conversations that you can have, the Computer Commons is fantastic, and they have multiple computers that you can access. And during the exam periods, the library and the Computer Commons stays open for later. So if you're struggling with a specific subject or you're having difficulties with studying or how to organize your study sheets, the Student Academic Learning Services, or SALS, provides peer tutoring to students, learning skills services, writing skills services, and subject-specific resources at no cost to you. If you have questions about your program and how it fits in with your learning plan, you can talk to your student advisors. They're there to help you plan for any academic paths that you want to take. They will also tell you what your program requirements are and what the graduation process is. They will also tell you what to do if you're struggling and how to make up classes. Likewise, if you're having questions about accommodations or accessibility requirements, you can talk with an advisor in the Access and Support Center, or ASK. They can provide you with accommodations letters that will let your professors know what aids you need throughout the course. The services are strictly confidential, and they really help to ensure that Durham College is an inclusive environment. So last but not least, talk to your professors. We genuinely want you to be successful in your time at Durham College, but unfortunately, the majority of us are not mind readers, although that would be pretty awesome. So we don't really know what's going on unless you let us know. Life happens. It can be challenging to be a student and try to juggle everything, so please let us know what we can do to help you. If you're struggling, email us. If you have questions, you can meet us during office hours to discuss any questions, problems, any additional help that you need. Again, ask us to clarify any information about subjects that you're not quite sure on, and let us know if you're not able to come to class. We can help you figure out what we can do, work out a game plan that works for you. It honestly makes me so sad when I find out that students are struggling on their own. We have many levels of support at Durham College, so you can find one that works for you and your comfort level. So I have provided links down below to all of the services that I've mentioned today. And please let me know if you have any tips that have worked for you during exam season, and we can share those with other students. So I will see you guys later.